We worship every day? A twisted excuse to break God's commandment. If we worship every day is your excuse to ignore the fourth commandment, then tell me, do you rest every day? Do you cease from your work every day, as God commanded on the seventh day? Or are you just twisting words to rebel against the law of the Most High? Let's be clear. The devil's favorite tactic isn't to abolish God's law outright. It's to twist it. In Genesis 3, Satan asked Eve, "Hath God said?" casting doubt on a direct command. And today, that same serpent whispers into the ears of pastors, priests, and Sunday defenders, "You don't need the Sabbath anymore. You can worship every day." But here's the truth. Nowhere in Scripture does God say, "Worship me any day and ignore the Sabbath I blessed." He said, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Exodus 20, 8-10. Let me ask you, do you rest every day? Do you keep holy the seventh day by ceasing from all work? If not, your argument is a smokescreen of rebellion. This is not about worship frequency. It's about obedience. God didn't say, "Keep any day you want." He didn't say, "6 days you shall work and pick one that's convenient." No, he said, 6 days shalt thou labor, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Exodus 20, 9-10. And which day did God rest, bless, and sanctify? And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested. Genesis 2:3. So if God sanctified the seventh day, and you keep another, whose authority are you obeying? Not God's. Jesus himself kept the Sabbath, Luke 4:16. Paul preached on the Sabbath, Acts 13:42-44. The Gentiles begged to hear the word on the Sabbath. Even after Christ's resurrection, the disciples rested on the Sabbath day according to the commandment, Luke 23:56. So who told you it changed? Not God, not Jesus, not the apostles, only the Church of Rome, only tradition, only men. The twisted excuses exposed. Jesus is my Sabbath now. Really? Then you must be resting 24/7 every moment of your life. That's not rest, it's delusion. Hebrews 4:9 says, "There remaineth therefore a rest, sabbatismos, for the people of God." Not a metaphorical rest, but a literal Sabbath keeping. The Sabbath was for Jews. Wrong. The Sabbath was made at creation, not Sinai. The Sabbath was made for man. Mark 2:27. Not Jews, man. We worship every day. You should pray every day. But God didn't command you to rest every day. He commanded the seventh day. So stop pretending every day is Sabbath. You work, shop, hustle, and grind Monday through Friday, and Sunday too. But when Saturday comes, the enemy whispers, "Did God really say?" And you follow the serpent's voice, not the shepherd's. The fourth commandment is not a suggestion. It is not ceremonial. It is the only commandment that begins with the word, remember. Why? Because God knew man would try to forget. Forget the day he blessed. Forget the day he sanctified. Forget the day that will be kept forever. From one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me. Isaiah 66:23. You say you love Jesus, but he said, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." John 14:15. Not 9, all 10. So I ask you again, who told you to forget the Sabbath?